Hello friends, you are again with Ruchi Jain. Welcome to my channel Learn German the Easy Way. Today in this video we are going to learn how to use NICHT or KEIN in German. This is the time of quarantine and you can make the best of it. Do learn something new every day. So, are you ready? Let's start. Before going further, let's first understand what is negation. In German, we call it negation. In very simple words, I have explained it here. It can help you. As the name suggests, it's an act of negating something like a word, a sentence, or a part of the sentence, like an element. It can be expressed in German by these following words like nicht, kein, nie, niemand, niemals, nichts, nirgendwo, etc. It's very simple to understand. Whenever you want to negate something, you need to have some words which can be used to negate the sentence or a part of it. Let's go ahead. Let's understand nicht. In English, we call it not. In German, we use nicht quite often to negate a sentence or a part of a sentence. The position of nicht determines the negation of a word or sentence or an element of it. So, to understand where to put nicht in a sentence, we need to use few examples. Let's go ahead. Now, nicht at the end of the sentence. Let's take few examples to understand it. I don't know that. That is how we will translate it in German. Das weiß ich nicht. Das weiß ich nicht. Here we have kept nicht at the end of the sentence. That is why it's a declarative sentence. Let's take one more example. She will not work today. That is how we will translate it. Sie arbeitet heute nicht. Sie arbeitet heute nicht. You can see the nature of these two sentences. They are declarative. So that is how we will use nicht in declarative forms. Let's go ahead. Nicht before the second part of the verb or in perfect tense. She will not go for a walk today. Sie geht heute nicht spazieren. Here the verb is spazieren gehen. So this is a separable verb and the prefix is spazieren, which is at the end of the sentence, and nicht is positioned before spazieren. That is how we will use nicht here. Let's see one more example. You haven't done the homework today. Du hast heute die Hausaufgabe nicht gemacht. Here you can see there are two verbs as it is a perfect tense sentence. Hast, that is at the second position in conjugated form, and the participle y form is at the end of the sentence gemacht, and nicht is positioned before the participle y form. That is how we will use nicht here in such kind of situation. Let's go ahead. Nicht before the second part of the verb. Let's see few examples. You should not smoke. Du sollst nicht rauchen. Here you can see it's a modal verb sentence. So the modal verb is at the second position in conjugated form and the other verb is in infinitive form at the end of the sentence, and nicht is positioned before the second part, second verb. You can see here that is how we will use here. Du sollst nicht rauchen. Let's go ahead. Let's see one more example. He will not come to play football today. Let's see the translation. Wird heute nicht kommen, Fußball zu spielen. Here again you can see it's a future tense. We have used werden verb in conjugated form at the second position, and the main verb is at the end of the first sentence, kommen in infinitive form. Nicht is positioned before the second part of the verb. That is how we will use nicht here. Let's go ahead. Let's see the next scenario. Nicht before the preposition. Let's take few examples. The first example here is, I don't remember my childhood in Paris. That is how we will translate it in German. Ich erinnere mich nicht an meine Kindheit in Paris. That is how we will translate it. Here you can see nicht is positioned before the preposition an. I hope it's clear to you. Let's take one more example. I'm not interested in cooking. Ich interessiere mich nicht für das Kochen. Here, kochen is not verb but a noun. And the preposition here is für. And nicht is positioned before the preposition. That is how we will use that word nicht in a sentence with preposition. I hope the meaning is clear to you. Let's go ahead. Nicht before the place, location. Let's take this example. I am not going in the museum. Ich gehe nicht ins Museum. Here again you can see the location is museum and we have used nicht before the location along with this preposition ins Museum. Let's take one more example. They don't have the party in the garden. Sie machen die Party nicht im Garten. Sie machen die Party nicht im Garten. You can see again here also we have used this, we are negating the location. Nicht is before im Garten. I hope this one is also clear and very easy to understand and to use while speaking. Let's go ahead. Now, let's see how to use nicht before the adjectives. Let's see few examples. Are you not feeling well? That's our first example. Let's see how to translate it. Fühlst du dich nicht gut? The verb is here is sich fühlen. And the adjective in the sentence is gut, and we have used nicht before the adjective. That is how we will frame the sentence. Let's take one more example. This sofa is not comfortable. Dieses Sofa ist nicht bequem. Dieses Sofa ist nicht bequem. Very simple to understand, very simple sentences. I have taken very simple examples to just make it clear how to use nicht and where to use and what will be the meaning of these sentences when we are changing the position of nicht. So here you can see bequem is the adjective and we have position nicht before the adjectives. That is how will we use nicht before the adjectives. Right? Now, nicht before other adverbs. He cannot come soon. You can see here soon is the adverb. Let's see how to translate it. Er kann nicht sofort kommen. Er kann nicht sofort kommen. Here we have placed nicht before the adverb sofort. Let's see one more example. You should not drive fast. Du solltest das Auto nicht schnell fahren. Du solltest das Auto nicht schnell fahren. Here again we have put the word nicht before the adverb schnell. That is how we will use the word nicht whenever there is an adverb in the sentence. Let's go ahead. Nicht after the adverbs of time. Now, this is something interesting. Let's see. He did not come yesterday. That is how we will translate it. Er ist gestern nicht gekommen. Er ist gestern nicht gekommen. Here you can see the position of nicht. It's after the adverb, not before the adverb. Previously we have seen how to use nicht before the adverb, sofort and one more. But here we have used nicht after the adverb of time. Let's see one more example. I cannot come to work today. That is how we will translate it. Ich kann heute nicht zur Arbeit kommen. You can see here again the adverb of time in this sentence is heute. That is today. Adverb of time. And we have used nicht after the adverb. Here you can see Ich kann heute nicht zur Arbeit kommen. That is how we will use nicht with different adverbs. Let's go ahead. Here you can see these are the different types of adverbs. Here in the red color you can see all these are adverbs of time. Morgen, früher, später, gestern. So these actually these are the order of time, and nicht will come always in a sentence along with this. So the position of the nicht will be after these adverbs of time whenever there is an order of time. So you need to remember this step to place nicht at the correct position. I hope this explanation has helped you to understand how to use nicht. Nicht before an element which is negated. Not you, not Julia, but Mara will come to the party. Now here what you are doing, you are just negating Julia, not anybody else, not the entire sentence. Let's see how to translate it. Nicht Julia, sondern Mara kommt zur Party. Here you can see the entire sentence is not negated, only one part, one element is negated using nicht. Let's take one more example. We have not lost the match but won. Wir haben das Spiel nicht verloren, sondern gewonnen. Wir haben das Spiel nicht verloren, sondern gewonnen. You can see how to use nicht beautifully. It's very interesting to understand how to use this special word. Though it is negative, but it has so many colors in it. Let's go ahead. Now, the next word is KEIN, no or none, which means. Let's see a simple explanation of this word. I know many of you already know this word, how to use it, but just for the sake of comparison with nicht, I have given this simple explanation here. The meaning of word KEIN is no or none. It is an indefinite pronoun. We use it usually to negate a noun when there is an indefinite article or no article given. Very simple, and it is very understandable. The more you will use, the better you will get. The more you will read, the better you will get how to use it in a sentence. That's the simplest way to get it. Let's see few examples. KEIN before a noun. There is no bread in the refrigerator. Es gibt kein Brot in dem Kühlschrank. Es gibt kein Brot im Kühlschrank. Both are correct. Instead of writing in them, you can also write im. That is clear. Now you can see where we have positioned kein here before a noun. So the meaning is no bread. Simple, understandable. Let's take one more example. I don't have any car. Ich habe kein Auto. Ich habe kein Auto. I do not have any car. Simple. Now, one thing you need to remember here is the ending. Auto is neutrum, neuter gender. That is why we do not have any ending over here. But if suppose there is a feminine word, feminine noun, then you need to have the ending E with the word kein. So here both these words, Brot and Auto, both are neuter gender. That is why we do not have any ending here. So for feminine words or plurals, you need to have keine. I hope it's clear to you. Let's go ahead. Kein without a noun. None. Let's see. Do we have tomatoes? That's a question. Haben wir Tomaten? In response, No, there are none. Now you can understand how to use kein word um, in the meaning of none. That is how we will translate it. Nein, es gibt keine. What does that mean? In this word, tomatoes are already there. The noun is already there. We don't need to write it again. So we use like this. Nein, es gibt keine. I hope this explanation is clear to you. So you need to do few exercises to you how to use these words, these negative words. When we already know the noun, then we can use like this. We use none like this. Keine. No, es gibt keine. Now in this sentence we already know we are talking about tomatoes. So in such kind of scenario we can avoid the nouns. Now, let's see few more negation words in German. Ein, kein. Ein, eine, eins. Keine, keins. That is when we already know the noun. What is the noun? Etwas or alles, which means something or everything. The opposite will be nichts. Negative word for that will be nichts, nothing. Jemand, someone, anyone. Niemand, no one, nobody. Immer, always. Nie, never. Let's see few more words, few more negative words here, which are quite commonly used in German language. Überall, everywhere. Nirgendwo, nowhere. Irgendwo, somewhere. Nirgends, nowhere. Manchmal, sometimes. Niemals, never. Oft, often. Nie, never. Mit, with, ohne, without. I hope this explanation is clear to you. Whenever you read some text in German language, you may see these words used quite frequently. I hope this video is helpful to you to understand how to use these two important words in German language. Thank you very much for watching my video. Danke, vielen Dank. If you have not subscribed my channel yet, please do consider to subscribe it. And don't forget to ring the bell to get the notifications. Do share with your friends. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen.